Hello groups and organizations. I wanted to invite you to use our voter engagement platform, winmyvote.com, as your free online interactive voter guide for all of your members. Here's how it works. Voters, your members, can sign up for free with just an email address or a social media account, and without entering any personal information, just a zip code, we can create for them their own online interactive sample ballot for their upcoming election. So you can see here my zip code 94116 is a San Francisco, California zip code, and we'll use the most recent presidential ballot for this demo. And as you can see, it'll have the national races at the top, and then it will go down into the state level races, and then into the congressional districts, and then state senate, state assembly districts, down into the county level races, even the city level races like Board of Supervisors, City Council, your local school board. We also include all of the state level propositions as well as all of the local measures. So as a voter, I have everything I need here to make a well-informed vote. I can also check on my voter registration status. I can apply to vote by mail or vote absentee. I can check on my voting districts. I can find my polling place. I can reference important dates leading up to this election, like when and where early voting starts. I can also add this to any one of my online calendars so I can get reminders in my own calendar. I can also print out my ballot or print out just my favorites. I can share on social media. And I can also add what we call trusted sources. Now, as a voter, trusted sources for me would be groups and organizations that I belong to that I want to see how they're going to vote. So I can click on My Trusted Sources, and this is a library of groups and organizations and even individuals that are advocating for specific candidates or propositions. So this would be one way where I can just add them here from the list. The other way would be the group or organization sends out an email invite to me, and with one click they'll be added to My Trusted Sources. And then when I'm on my ballot looking at the candidates, I'll show you what that looks like. I'll be able to see those endorsements right on the candidate profile. So I can click on the candidate profile, and I can see here the groups and organizations and even individuals that are endorsing this candidate. And if they've uploaded either a written endorsement or a video endorsement, I can click through and watch it right here.
For the better part of a year, I've been talking about the dangerous and divisive Republican nominee for president. Today, I'm not even going to mention his name, because the case for Hillary Clinton stands on its own. See, the presidency is a very big deal. It requires experience, global knowledge, a sense of history.
And then with that, I can favorite this candidate here on my ballot, and then when I go back to my main ballot, you can see that the nameplate's now turned green, so I can easily see this on my cell phone or tablet. I can also print it out, and it'll print out nice bold green. But I can see this, and now this race is considered done, and I can move on to the next race. And again, this isn't as important in the up ballot races as it is in the races down ballot. In those races, for example, like state assembly, which maybe I'm not that familiar with the candidates there, and I really do need to learn a little bit more about them and see who, which groups and organizations are endorsing which candidates. And it's especially true when I go down into the propositions, especially here in California, where we have lots and lots of propositions each election and lots of measures. So for example, in San Francisco, between state propositions and local measures, we had over 40 that we needed to learn about and vote on, which is obviously overwhelming for the average voter. So here I can click on Proposition 55, I can learn a little bit more about it, and then again I can see the groups and organizations here that are supporting it and the groups and organizations that are opposing it. So this way I can simply click on here and watch the endorsement.
It wasn't that long ago. Years of devastating cutbacks to our schools. 30,000 teachers laid off. Class sizes increased. Art and music programs cut. We can't ever go back.
So vote yes on Proposition 55.
Prop 55.
And with that, and sorry about this, this is they all start as undecided. I think I left that checked from the last demo. But they all start as undecided. But with that, I can simply click on the yes button, and when I go back to my ballot, you can see here that it's nice and prominent yes, and again I can access this on my mobile device, or I can print it out and see that. I can also see how the proposition is doing. You can see here there's 13% in favor, 7% that are voting against it, and 80% of the people that are on Win My Vote have yet to select either yes or no. And these happen to be real numbers. We used this California ballot as part of the student mock election, which was a national student mock election. We had upwards of 5 million teachers and students using it, and this was the California presidential ballot. So we left some of these numbers in play. And as you can see, they only had a couple of propositions that we did for the student mock election. But to give you an example, this would be another one, Proposition 67. I could click here and I could watch the video.
Hey there, YouTube. My name's Patrick, and this lovely lady here is Makana, the Laysan albatross. We have a very important message for California voters. Please vote yes on Prop 67 for a plastic-free ocean.
And with that, I like the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I don't see them as a real political group. So I'm going to follow their recommendation. They're saying yes on that, and so I click yes on that, and I go back to my ballot. You can see here that it's nice and prominent that a yes vote is what I intend to do. So this is great feedback also from the group. Now the group will get all of the group members voting records and see which ones they're selecting, which ones they're favoriting, that type of stuff. And would love to talk with you guys about even some more data and then some internal voting that you can do. You can create your own ballots and vote on stuff, and again, it's real simple. So would love to talk with you. Feel free to reach out to us. You can reply to this message, or you can email us at groups@winmyvote.com. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.